video, I'm going to talk you through how you are going to take your backside from pancake to peach to build an absolute dump truck. And if you are new here, I'm Laura and I've taken my own backside from pancake to peach over the years and I've helped hundreds of women do the exact same thing too. I've also made so many mistakes over the years, so I'm here to stop you from making the very same mistakes that held me back and took me years in the making to build my backside. Because if I knew what I'm going to tell you right now back then, I would have saved so much time. I would have had the glutes of my dreams way quicker. So when it comes to glute training, there are a couple of things that I really need you to be hyper aware of. So the first thing is that your glutes are absolute units. Like, your glutes are the biggest muscles in your body, and the banded exercises that you're probably doing right now, or the glute classes where you are literally just doing bodyweight stuff, are probably not cutting it. So whilst you may feel like you're training your glutes, you need to be pushing them hard. And how we do this is progressive overloading over time, which basically means we master the movement, we get used to the exercise, we teach the body the movement pattern, and then over time we may increase load, increase reps, increase time and attention. There are so many different ways that we can train progressive overload, but the most important thing is that you are doing it. So when it comes to programming my clients, I follow this exact format to make sure that they are going to build the backside of their dream, because it's so important that we're hitting the glutes from literally all angles. So the first exercise that we are going to hit is some kind of hip extension. What this means is that we are loading the glutes in the shortened position. So this could look something like a hip thrust, which you could do either on a machine. You may do single leg hip thrust if you are a beginner just starting out. It could be a glute bridge, which again, if you are a beginner, you can do glute bridges starting with body weight, introducing a dumbbell, progressing to a barbell, moving towards a hip thrust position where your back is actually on a bench, where you're getting that greater range of motion. Your glute program needs one of these variations in there. The second exercise that you need to be doing as part of your glute program is some kind of hip hinge movement. Now, this is an exercise that's going to get your glutes in the lengthened position. So we've just done them in the shortened, and now we're going to hit them in the lengthened position. Now, this may look like an RDL, very different variations of RDL that you can be doing. You may want to start out with dumbbells. You could do a B stance RDL. You may then move towards a barbell RDL. Just something where we can actually train the glutes in that lengthened position, getting that nice stretch down the back of them. The third exercise we're going to hit is some kind of squat pattern. Now, this is the one that usually sends everybody over the edge. We want to load the glutes in some kind of deep hip flexion, and this is usually why everybody hates things like Bulgarian split squats, like a split squat, a reverse lunge. It might even look like some kind of leg press, single leg press. Or we could even hit some kind of back squat. I do prefer single leg exercises for this kind of movement. Even though I absolutely bloody love a back squat, I can hit my glutes way better in something like a Bulgarian split squat or maybe a walking lunge. Then the last exercise that's gonna form part of your pancake to peach glute program is some kind of hip abduction. This may look like a cable abduction. It may look like a cable kickback. It could be a banded abduction. It could be an extra range, sideline abduction on a bench, something where we're going to hit the glute medius and the minimus together. Those literally well-rounded glutes, girls. This is the format of this workout where we're doing the bigger, more demanding exercises at the beginning, where you have the most energy, the most focus to be able to connect to the exercises, whereas the ones at the end, probably the exercises like a banded abduction, a cable kickback, you're not going to be lifting the most amount of load. It's a smaller movement. We're not going to be using as many joints as the other exercises. This is why it's important that we stick to this format rather than just switching it. You are going to have an absolute banger of a glute program. One of the big things that girls get wrong when they come to training their glutes is that they're constantly switching it up. You're constantly chasing the burn, chasing that pumped feeling, which is just not realistic. Like, you are not going to get a glute pump every single day, every single workout that you do. It's just not going to happen, because even if it did, then how are you then going to go and do your next workout if your glutes are still killing, if they're in pain all the time? You're not going to be able to actually execute the exercises. So stop chasing the pump. A pump is not a good sign of a good workout. What is a good sign is that you log your reps, you log the weight that you're doing, and the aim is to increase that intensity, that progressive overload over time. That is how you are going to grow your glutes. That is going to be how you're going to get a banging backside, girls. And the second most important bit is that you are keeping the quality of your exercises up, that you're not just skimping on form, that you're not just rushing through your sets, that you're actually thinking about that mind-muscle connection, thinking about the exercise that you're doing, getting that full range of motion. You know, if you are doing a Bulgarian split squat, that knee wants to be getting down, kissing the floor. More exercises do not equal bigger glutes. It does not equal bigger gains. I would rather do 3 to 4 exercises in one workout and absolutely obliterate my glutes, absolutely nail them. Because doing it that way is going to be so much more effective, where you can keep the intensity up. If you're doing like 8 exercises in a workout, how are you ever going to get to the end of it and still have the energy to be able to push? You're not. It's not realistic. It's not about the amount of exercises you do. It is not about how out of breath you are, how sweaty you are. That is not the sign of a good workout here. Of a good workout is that you're pushing yourself compared to what you did the week before. It's that you're increasing the mechanical tension week on week. It's that you are literally going to have to try and force that rep out with every little bit of your last being. The Bulgarian split squats are going to have you crying. And if you are struggling to grow your glutes and want the exact framework that I've used to help to take my girls from pancake to peach, click the link in the description box and you will be able to download my free plan that's going to grow you a banging backside. Go and train your glutes, go and get an incredible backside. Remember that training your glutes isn't just for amazing aesthetic reasons, and yes, your bum will look great in a pair of jeans. You're going to be such a little strong old lady moving your furniture around the living room, not having to rely on anyone, not worrying about falling off the bus and breaking your hip, because you have got some strong glutes, and that is what it's all about, girls. So go and train your glutes and subscribe for more videos just like this, which are going to get you in the best shape of your life.